2020 was one of the craziest years we have ever experienced. Many of us had ups and downs, stressful times, financial hardships, even may have lost our business or a business we used to love, perhaps lost our job, and maybe even a loved one. 2020 was a rough time for the majority of the population, but it brought about a significant change in humanity, one that allowed us to wake up and witness the truth about what is going on in the world. By truth, what exactly do I mean? I'm referring to humanity's awakening, their spiritual awakening, when we become free from government control, no longer let people talk down to us or control us, and stand up for our rights and freedoms. That is what 2020 was about. Your ability to stand up and speak your mind, step out of your comfort zone, and shut down the new normal, also known as the New World Order, that is based in irrational fear that uses propaganda to manipulate the minds of others. We said no to this and reclaimed our power, but the battle is not yet over. 2021 is going to be crazy as well. Before I talk about 2021, I would like to briefly share what I learned in 2020. At the beginning of the year, I thought I was confident, unaffected by people's negative words, but deep down when I saw those comments or dislikes, it affected me. It impacted me so bad that I was too scared to speak my truth. I wasn't able to talk about what I truly believed because I didn't want to disappoint people or offend people. I thought I got over this, but I didn't. Because 2020 was the year I had to stand up for my freedoms, even to just leave the house, I overcame this challenge. I stood up and made my voice heard. 2020 was a significant year of progress for me, and I'm so grateful for it. I see people hidden in fear behind a mask, a real one and a metaphorical one. But I said no because I will not hide in fear. I will face my challenges, and that is what all of you should have learned in 2020. But if you haven't, 2020 may be your last chance, and it all starts with letting go of the fear mindset. 2020 brought intense fear. So beginning in 2021, let go of this fear. As we know, fear is the easiest way to control the population, so recognize this and learn to be rational. Next is to consider what I am about to say and be prepared for what is to come. I may not always be right, but being knowledgeable beyond the mainstream media and lies you find in online news articles will help you understand what is really going on in the world that is being covered up and hidden from the public. 2020 brought shutdowns to so severe that many businesses will be permanently closed if they aren't already. People have lost their jobs and may be unable to find any work for the foreseeable future. So be your own boss and find things you can do that doesn't rely on another to pay you. Speaking of money, the US dollar has been decimated so hard that it's important to have alternative forms of currency, ideally cryptocurrency. Even if you distribute some of your money to crypto, you'd be better off than someone who has nothing in it. I recommend the site BlockFi to earn interest on some popular forms of crypto. This way your crypto is working for you. Check out my affiliate link and deposit at least $100 to earn $10 in Bitcoin. You can use a service like Coinbase to convert fiat dollars to crypto and then transfer it to your BlockFi account. I'm sure you've also heard about coin shortages. This is to get rid of non-traceable forms of payment. So then everything you do is tracked and monitored based on your purchases. If the government doesn't like that you broke curfew to go to the grocery store, or maybe you were around some risky people who tested positive for, let's say, the flu or common cold, then they can shut you off. Physical cash cannot be shut down, so have some of that on hand and make transactions in stores with cash. Be prepared for a food shortage And if you're a meat eater, be prepared for even higher prices of meat, if you can even find it. The cost of food may go up, so have a reserve of food and make sure you can navigate what may come with the food supply chain. Turn off all forms of tracking and tracing on your phone. Delete those infection tracker apps and turn off the settings that allow monitoring and tracking your every move. Get a Linux phone. Use a VPN. Turn off Bluetooth and location services, and put your phone on airplane mode if possible when you're out. Also be aware of forced vaccinations, immunity passports, and microchips that are promoted as a way to go back to normal. Some of this technology has already been implemented in parts of the world, such as China, where you must present on your phone a QR code showing you haven't been around anyone risky recently and are safe to enter a public place. They track everything their citizens do, so don't think it can't happen in the US. Lastly, we're in the part of the world where there is a splitting reality. There are people who are so fearful that they won't even leave their home, and others that have no fear whatsoever. These are two realities, and those who choose fear will unfortunately go towards a reality of fear and control, where their worst nightmares are just beginning. They will be masked, tracked, and controlled for the rest of their life. Others who have no fear, who stand up, will enter a reality where we collectively rise above oppression and tyranny. The next generation of children are being brainwashed to believe what's happening in the world is normal, that wearing masks and keeping away from people, thinking they are dangerous, is normal. They are being trained to be segregated from one another, all for training of the transhumanistic future that is being laid out right before our eyes. So stand up for them, make a change so they have a chance. The new normal doesn't have to be bad. You can learn and grow to be the best you can be. But if you want to take back your freedom, you must stand up now and reclaim your power over the new normal. It's not resisting what you dislike or hate, but promoting what you love. If you love freedom, clean air, and equality, then promote those things. Don't deny or attack what you don't like, but approach it in a way that what you love dominates what you hate. There is no going back to the way life was before 2020. So learn to navigate the new world we live in and get by these tactics that are meant to surveil and segregate us. Let me know how this works for you. Have a great day.